Hello, Brad on YouTube, and I have a fragrance review for you guys, and it will be on the fragrance John Varvatos Vintage. And this fragrance came out in 2006, and it is classified as a woody chypre. And at Fragrantica, here were the notes that I was able to get. Middle notes of patchouli, balsam, fir, and oak moss, and base notes of tonka bean, tobacco, and suede. And base notes, they had 22 positive reviews, 7 neutrals, and 13 negatives. So, um, I just used up the very last drop of my sample here. This is a 1 milliliter decant sample that I had purchased from scentedmonkey.com several years back. It's sort of a dated sample. I bought the sample, put it in a bag with other samples, kind of forgot about it, but I see a lot of other reviewers are doing a impression of this fragrance, so I wanted to go ahead and put mine up. Um, I think it's a pleasant smell. What I kind of get in the beginning here is a like a sweet berry slash juniper tree type smell. If you can picture like a Christmas tree smell mixed with some berry, maybe some spice in there. I believe a lot of people are picking up on a cinnamon note. I'm not sure about this rhubarb note that people are talking about. Um, but there's definitely some kind of a fruitiness there. I would agree with the berry fruitiness. Um, and then underneath this slightly sweet, spicy berry and juniper tree smell, you get a little bit of that pipe tobacco and leather aspect as well. Just kind of sits in there a little bit. It's not overly strong or anything, but I think it does kind of make its presence known, and it kind of gives the fragrance that mature, sophisticated vibe. The 25 and up crowd, sort of a formal smelling fragrance. Um, so I think it's pretty nice. I'd say I'd maybe give this one about an 8 out of 10. I only got to wear this one time because of my limited amount of juice. If I were to pick sort of like a description for this fragrance, if you can kind of imagine Christmas time, maybe when you're a kid, you went over to your grandparents' house, you're standing there by the Christmas tree. Maybe grandpa is over there in the corner, sitting in his favorite recliner. He's smoking a pipe, and in the kitchen, a couple rooms over, grandma is making some cookies and pies. A little bit of all that is in there. So what I like about this fragrance is that it's not overly sweet. There's just a tad bit of sweetness in there. By not making it too sweet, it really allows a lot of these notes to sort of come into play. I haven't really done the original John Varvatos review yet. I believe that one was a bit sweeter. But yeah, this one is still a little bit sweet. But yeah, you definitely pick up on that tree smell and the berry sweetness and the spiciness. So I would say this would be a great fragrance for fall and winter. I can see this being a great holiday fragrance because, like I said, it does have that kind of a vibe to it. I see some people are comparing this one to Burberry London, and I do think there is, a little bit of connection there. Of course, with Burberry London, I think you're getting more of a cherry smell as opposed to the berry smell in vintage. If you want to compare it to Michael Kors for men, that's also a pipe tobacco fragrance that I've worn before. I don't think this one's quite as spicy as that one is, but I think vintage, London, and Michael Kors are all similar in a way. I think they're all in the same ballpark. They're just sitting in different corners of the ballpark, if you know what I mean. And I think another fragrance to also keep in mind when you compare this fragrance to others would be like a Polo fragrance, which if you look at the notes for Polo, I believe it has like a tobacco, pine tree type thing going on. So I think this fragrance could be marketed as sort of like some sort of a flanker of Polo as well. Maybe a bit fruitier than Polo, not quite as bold and obnoxious in your face, but in that same vein. So, yeah, if you like any of those other fragrances that I mentioned, if you're like looking for something kind of mature, sophisticated, and like a sweet, spicy berry slash cypress tree type smell, a little bit of tobacco suede, you might want to give this one a try. It's pretty good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.